check it out, check it out.
Locked in.
Yeah, check it. Hot damn black America again. Think of Sandra Bland as I'm staring in the wind. The color of my skin, they comparing it to sin. The darker it gets, the less fair it has been. The hate made, I inherited from them. But I ain't gonna we got anointed singers like Nina, Marvin, Billy, Stevie, needed them songs. Sometimes to believe me, who freed me? Lincoln a Cadillac, drinking a battle raps. Or is it Godspeed that we travel at? Endangered in our own habitat. The guns and dope, man, y'all can have it back. As a matter of fact.
Alright, man. EJ Boxing Live here with a star-studded panel. We have Gus, we have Ben, we have Chris Caban, we have Natty Turner. And boy, we're going to get into it, man. Straight off the bat, the pros are allowed to perform in the Rio Olympics. And this summer, like, it's been a big hot topic. A lot of people upset about this and stuff. And also, we're going to do our predictions for this weekend. It's not a stat card, but there is some notable fights. I'm going to go probably like four main fights I'm going to cover. And we're going to get into. All right, off the bat, I'm going to ask Natty. Natty, what do you think about the pros being allowed to fight in amateur recs?
Well, I've said this before, man, but let me reiterate, man. There are several sports in the Olympics that the pros are allowed to compete in, namely basketball, tennis, baseball, which pro athletes are allowed to compete against amateur athletes with no pushback. You know what I mean? From hockey as well, yeah. With no, there's several of them. You know what I mean? With no pushback from anybody. And I understand this is a combat sport and things of that nature. I understand that they just now started, taking off the headgear. But you got to understand it as well. Some of these athletes that are performing in these amateur competitions has already fought without the headgear in the world championships of boxing. You know what I mean? So they're used to it. It's an iffy situation. Me personally, I don't agree with it personally. But if you're gonna have outrage on this, you should really have outrage on all the other sports as well. That's just my opinion.
All right, man. Chris Caban, what's your take?
I think they should allow the pros. Everybody, like Daddy said, everybody else is doing it. And then you got some guys that start their career in the pros, like they never got a chance to experience no amateur boxing.
Amateur,
like
yeah, true indeed.
Pacquiao said he would like to fight in the Olympics. He ain't had no amateur career. Same with Canelo. I mean, it's a lot of guys that want to get a gold medal. Let them do it. Shit, everybody else doing it. Why not?
All right, Gus, what's your take, bro?
You know, EJ, it's no wonder that this has come up because boxing has just been so much under the microscope from so many different aspects, going from sort of drug testing to the safety of the amateurs to the professionals, the same-day weigh-ins, and now they're changing the sort of governance around this issue. There's two ways you can look at it. You know, I mean, I know one of the sanctioning bodies, the WBC, is not happy regarding this decision, and they're trying to contest it. Now, you know, for a young athlete, now, is it a level playing field? Say you've got a young 16, 17-year-old fighter, you know, a very, very good, he may have been sort of a junior Olympic champion, etc. And now he has to go up against, you know, a 46, 47 fight veteran who could be undefeated, but he may not have had an amateur background, and thus far he goes back into the Olympics and fights. You know, to me, it may be good for the young fighter to beat him, but to me, it's not a level playing field. And in one way, you can erode their confidence, and you can certainly stifle their development as well. For me, it should be a transition. I don't think professional athletes should compete in the amateurs. I feel those amateurs who are sort of subsidized by the government should be allowed to obviously make that transition from winning whatever accolades and then move on to the sort of the professional arena. So, no, I don't think it's a good idea at all.
Okay, Ben Umar, the terrorist.
Man, I completely disagree with it for a couple of the reasons that Gus stated. Because, bro, like, how is it going to be fair if you got, like, an 18-year-old kid fighting a fucking 30, 45 veteran? And not only that, even if it was fair or somewhat fair, you're gonna take chances away from these young boxers to win gold medals by putting pros that are more experienced in there, man. And I can't agree with that because look at it this way, like, when, say, Andre Ward won a world title, or, I mean, not a world title, won not even Andre Ward, because I don't even know who was professional back then, but say when Lennox Lewis won his Olympic gold medal, right? Say if they let Larry Holmes box in there, would Lennox have ever won his gold medal? No. You know what I mean? It's just like you're taking opportunities away from up-and-coming guys. They'll never get a chance to win a gold medal, and whether or not they make it big in the pros, it's like taking an opportunity for them to shine. I don't agree with that at all. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. I don't agree with that.
Hey, can I interject real quick?
The Soviet Union had like guys in their 30s beating up kids for years.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Like, I'm just gonna play a little devil's advocate to Gus and Ben Umar a little bit. Like these fighters from the Soviet Union, Eastern European bloc, from Cuba, Felix Savon, all of these guys that fought in the amateurs all into their 30s, even Rigo, you know what I'm saying? Was it fair for them to be fighting against like 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds, whatever the age limit was at the time? And were they kind of taking away the confidence from those younger fighters?
I'm going to tell you why it was. I'm going to tell you why it was in that situation, just for those two countries, because when the Soviet Union was doing it, they weren't fighting professional because of that Cold War shit. And when Cuba was doing it, or when Cuba's still doing it, a lot of those fighters can't never turn pro. I mean, they can defect from their country, but a lot of them don't want to defect from their country. And they have no other option. So it's a different scenario. It's a completely different scenario.
But don't they still have the experience though? Isn't the experience factor still there?
Yeah, because
the experience factor is there, but what I'm saying is now they have no other options. The only way to feed their family is to go to the Olympics. That's the only thing they could do.
Yeah, it's mandatory that by law they're not allowed to turn professional, and if they turn professional, they're exiled from their country. It's a state-sponsored amateur system. The athletes are subsidized equally to a certain degree, but if they try and turn professional or generate their own sponsorship, then they're actually exiled, and that happened to a lot of the sort of Cuban athletes. So that choice is removed from now. The system is going to be different under a new regime, certainly in Cuba, but under Fidel Castro, that certainly wasn't allowed.
Yeah, well, things are changing. Cuba, President Obama went to Cuba, so things are opening up. And I talked to Luis de Cuba, and he thinks things are getting better. He goes, everyone needs to eat. You know, he said he had been to Cuba back when he was a young guy, and Cuba's opened up and it's more relaxed. As we see with Luis Ortiz and some of the other guys, you know, they're starting to come over, man. So, you know, hopefully, you know, they take the embargo off and they can trade, and Cuba can have a pro boxing over there as well as their great amateur. So my take on the whole thing is that I interviewed one of the amateur trainers over here in London, Northwest London, and he's telling me the reason why it shouldn't be allowed. He was talking about with the headgear, as also with the headgear being took off, because a lot of when they're in tournaments like Commonwealth Games and stuff like that, they're gonna have a lot of head clashes. So then you have to go in alternates in, and then a lot of scar tissue around the head. And I said to him, well, they're gonna have to adjust to get better. And then like obviously the argument is like, well, the NBA has their pros and why can't the rest of the country? And what you guys said is true. Everyone is putting their top experienced guys in there. Audley Harrison was like in his late 20s, like when he was fighting there. Like you can fight amateur once you're old. The only difference is that obviously the gloves and the headgear at the time, and now there's no headgear, so they're gonna have to adjust to that. And also, if the pros are allowed in, I'm saying the gate is gonna be bigger. Like UK money, or just in general, we've built on the gate. So let's give you an example, an exaggerated version, right? So let's put someone like I don't know, Tyson Fury, right? Maybe he loses his belt to Klitschko. Say, man, I want a gold medal as well, right? So he has to go through the amateur thing. First off, you have to go through a system as well. Like they're gonna see if you're healthy enough. Obviously, you have to do 3 rounds, and you have to obviously there's no knockout. You're gonna have to try and work on strategy to win in 3 rounds because it's pointless. It's a point system. So if the amateur guy beats the pro, automatically the amateur becomes famous, and when he does turn pro, he'll be making that money. But then he can go back if they're turned out too early. It's like the NBA draft. If kids go up too early, they can't come back. Now they can go back and forth in it. But I'm saying they should only allow certain pros. Like, give an example, if you're a world champion, right? If you've been a world champion, in my opinion, it don't make no sense going in there. But like you said, if you want your gold medal and you can go through the tournament, why not? Everyone will watch you, you know. Either way, if the amateurs beat some of the pros, I feel like they can build their fan base, man. You have like a Rocky story. And remember, the gloves are they're heavy cushioned. They ain't like pro gloves. Pro gloves, they have less cushion in there. And obviously for the knockouts, there's a lot of pro thing. And obviously the pros, they have certain ticks, but in the amateurs, they don't score that. So it could be detrimental for the pros to go back into the amateurs, because amateur system, there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of chicanery going on where on the scorings. Actually, trying to make the scoring like pros. So I'm just saying, and anyway, it's gonna take a while for filter in all the pros anyway. I mean, which pro in their right mind is gonna leave a luxurious contract like what Joshua's got, like what some of them, you know, like Mayweather used to have, and say I'm gonna go back into amateurs? You don't get paid when you go to the amateurs, by the way. They ain't get no money, so just bear that in mind. So that's my take on that. Anyone else want to add to anything I said? Nope. I guess not, man. So we're gonna.
Nah, you cleared it up.
Nah, no doubt.
Cool, man. All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the predictions. EJ Boxing Live's predictions. We got fights on Friday. First off, we got Ronny Rios versus Ethan. Man, some guy, I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna say Ronny Rios is gonna win that match. I'm moving on. All right, let's go. You know, I don't know if you gonna know who's fighting, so I'm gonna skip. We're gonna go into the guys I know. Rances, Barthelemy. Scorsese should be over here because he likes this guy versus Mickey Bay for the IBF. Maybe is it a vacant? No. Rances won the IBF. So Mickey Bay trying to get his belt back. He's vacated it. Rances won it. So for the IBF lightweight champion, this would be good on Spike TV in Hollywood. So Natty, who you got winning and why? Because Natty's on mute. We go to.
Yeah. I'm here. Yeah, man, I'm rocking with Rances Barthelemy. Fresher fighter. He could fight southpaw, right-handed. It just seems like what's his name? Been out of the ring since he fought Vasquez like 2 years ago. What was his in-between fights? Can anybody tell me? I forgot you nothing.
Some no-name dude.
Nothing of consequence. All right. I don't know. Even when he fought Vasquez, he didn't look comfortable at the. Yeah, and a lot of people thought he lost. You know what I mean? I thought maybe Vasquez gave away his belt because he didn't do shit in the fight, but that's neither here nor there. A lot of people thought that Mickey Bay lost that fight. You know what I mean? And he looked uncomfortable at the weight back then. You know what I mean? Rances Barthelemy, to me, he just has a lot more tools. He looks more comfortable. It looks more fluid in there, and I don't think he's giving up his belt on the first chance, man. So to me, it's pretty much a done deal. Rances Barthelemy retains his title via KO.
Nice one.
Which
round you got there, bro?
I think he could catch him in 8.
Cool. All right, Mr. Chris Caban.
Yes, I got Bartholomew beating the shit out of Mickey Bay. I think he's gonna beat him up. 'Cause I think he's past it. He ain't look impressive to me at all. I never rated Mickey Bay. I think he's gonna get stopped. Rances takes him out in about round 9. I'm going to give him a little bit more rounds, Natty, because he got Floyd Senior. He kind of defensive, so I'm gonna go give him 9.
All right, Gus.
Yes, interesting. We were just talking about Cuban system, and here we go. We got one of their sort of main guys who I think he defected actually on his 43rd time. And if you know about his uprising and his very, very humble beginnings, you're not going to phase and intimidate this guy at all. Huge guy at the weight, you know, his ability to switch, hit, and literally fight the entire fight from a southpaw stance. You know, he's interesting because he doesn't take advantage of his height and his reach so much. He actually prefers to sort of mix it on the inside. Agree with Natty, and I mean Mickey Bay. You know, he was the clear recipient of an unfair decision against Miguel Vasquez. Very erratic, poor defense. I think Barthelemy, not a one-punch concussive puncher, but you know, an attrition puncher, pressure. I think he'll wear him down and probably stop him. I'd say maybe 8 or 9.
Cool. Benuma.
I mean, if all things was equal, you know, I would go with the brother from America. But I can't fuck with Mickey Bay ever since he dropped his belt for no reason, man. I got no love for that dude, man. I'm rolling with Barthelemy, the Cuban brother, and I'm rolling with him by 10th round KO, and I hope he flatlines Mickey Bay. That's my opinion.
Well, man, fair enough, man. Rances is looking that dude, bro. It's hard for me to go against him, and the panel has spoken, and I'm gonna go with I like Mickey, bro. I like Mickey. Mickey's pretty good, but Rances is that dude, bro. Switch hitter, you know, long range, and I think right now I think Rances is a bit too much, and Mickey's been off for a while, and it's very hard. I don't know. Mickey's very good. He's a very powerful boxer, but I think Rances will catch up with him. I think I'll go by points. I'll go by United decision Rances by following. But I think Mickey might. I don't want to see him get knocked out. But hey, if it happens, it happens. But I like to believe that he'll go points. So also we've got Francisco Vargas versus Orlando Salido. Natty Turner. How do you see that fight going?
Bomba clot. Man, that is going to be a war of attrition. That's a hard one to pick. All these guys know how to do is fight, man. There's gonna be nothing fancy here. They're gonna go out there, throw punches, trade on the inside, bang each other up. But at the end of the day, it's probably gonna come down to who's the fresher fighter, who's been through the least wars, right, over the years. I think I'm gonna have to go with Vargas. I love Salido, but too many wars over too many weight classes for too many years. Gotta catch up with him. So I'm rolling with Vargas, late KO. I'm not sure the round, but I believe a late KO might happen. And it's not going to be concussive KO like he gets knocked out cold. I think the referee is going to stop it. He's going to jump in and stop it. And both of these guys are going to hurt each other. Going to be some swollen eyes, probably some headbutts, some blood. But I think Vargas pulls it out.
Okay, cool, man. All right, Chris Gavan.
I think it's going to be a tough fight. I think I wouldn't be surprised if both of them hit the canvas at some point in time. But I'm going with Vargas because he's a fresher guy and he's been hanging out with Povetkin lately. So I'm going with Vargas by knockout, 10th round.
10th round, all right. Gus?
Wow, I mean, agree with Nadine. I mean, this is the fight certain fight fans have been waiting for some time now. Orlando Salido, EJ, how many fights have you called where Salido's been in the fight of the year? Year after year after year.
Yeah.
You know, Father Time just doesn't seem to catch up with this guy. It's got all of the tricks of the book. you know, and it can be an extremely dirty fighter. You know, I mean, we saw what he did to Lomachenko. You know, I mean, deliberately didn't make weight, gave up his belt, rehydrated to a massive amount, and he hit Lomachenko so many times in the nuts. And I mean, if Vasily doesn't have a Viagra IV, I'll be surprised. Now against Vargas, he's taller, better straight punches, but I really think that that his war with Takashi Miura would have taken a lot out of him. It's pretty rare that he won the fight, but I think he took far more punishment than what Miura did. I might go for the upset on this one. I think Salido. Unanimous decision.
You got it right. You're right. That's cool, Gus. You're the first one to say he's actually called the decision, but hey, that's all right. Cool, man. That's a good. That's a shock. I ain't gonna lie, that shocked me, but still, that's Gus. You guys in the chat, just leave who you think Salido out of Salido and Vargas gonna win. Benuma.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I want to figure out is what gang is Francisco Vargas affiliated with, the Norteños or the Serranos, because he be coming up flagged up every time. I got to figure that shit out. Maddie need to help me with that. But I got Francisco Vargas, man. Francisco's a beast, man. He's like a younger version of Salido, man. Salido is bound to get old. I mean, he can't keep just going through all these wars, fight after fight after fight, and survive. He's just not going to keep going, man. I got Francisco Vargas, ninth round, stoppage. Not a concussive KO, but just a stoppage.
Go ahead, man. I got the fight. I agree with everyone about the wars with Salido, man. He's just been in the wars, man. This is going to be a war as well. You remember how Vargas came back to win the championship anyway, Mora and stuff. So, like, he seems fresher. Salido, man, he's seen better days, bro. Seen better days, and I agree with most of the panel, man. I think he's gonna stop Salido. I think Salido's too old. He was a great champion, but if he comes back, give him if he comes back and puts it on him, I'll give it. But I'm gonna go with Vargas, man. This is too better right now. It's too fresh. So I'm gonna go with him right now. What we got in the chat? We've got Tony Yayo, never seen Babe fight, but I heard on the YouTube guys that he can fight. Okay. Rances, also Mr. Doc. Rances, too many tools, can fight inside, outside, fun with body shots, and can bait beat his ass. Okay, so Doc, I think most of the people you got here, Mr. Doc, 140 is too big for Salido. Yeah, exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? 140, like, it's too big for him, man. Actually, 130. I think he said 130. Actually, too big for Salido, man. So I remember Salido getting beat up by what's his name again? The one who's on the layoff. What's that guy's name? Not Jesse. What's his name? Garcia. Thingy Garcia. What's his name? Mikey. Yeah, Mikey put it on him hard in that fight. Mikey got his nose broke up as well. Salido's dangerous, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he's a dangerous dude, but he's too old, man. Too old, and I'll go with Vargas in this one, man. Alright, we're gonna move on. And there no really big fights on the schedule. So that fight's gonna be. Go ahead.
The undercard of that fight, the Ramirez and the Lopez fight, that's a superb fight.
All right,
Trust me.
Gus, do that. Gus, go ahead. Tell us about Ramirez. Tell us about Abraham Lopez. I don't know too much. It's a 10-rounder. The Featherweight.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it's nice of Oscar De La Hoya to put two upcoming sort of rising stars who are probably at the same level of their career, in against one another. Now, Ramirez, his attributes is he's got very, very good footwork. Some of the best footwork for a young athlete that I've seen. Abraham Lopez is the bigger puncher, definitely the bigger puncher, but he's very, very erratic. He pretty much fights in spurts, so you can have like 2, 3, 4 very, very good rounds, and then he'll disappear for 2, 3 rounds. So very, very inconsistent in the way he paces himself over a fight. But he definitely has the harder crack, Ramirez, the better, slicker boxer with the better footwork movement. So it's a case really against the boxer, against the puncher. Always an intriguing sort of style matchup between the two. I like Ramirez in this. I think he's improving from his last two. I think over a 10 rounder, I probably see Ramirez probably winning it comfortably on points if you can certainly stay away from Lopez's sort of left hooks. I probably got Ramirez comfortably on points, but it's a great fight.
Anyone else want to give their take on that fight?
I seen both of them fight, but I think Ramirez is the better fighter out of them, both of them. I seen both of them fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Ramirez stops him around 7.
Cool. Nice one. Anyone else?
Nah, man, I'm not too familiar with them. I'm just gonna enjoy that one.
Yeah, I'm looking. That's like me.
Ramirez, that's the guy that fought Abraham on the Triple G card, the Mexican cat. I think it was Triple G card.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Gilberto?
Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Nah, these are featherweights, man. These are featherweights.
I thought it was the other dude. Never mind.
Man, you just slap yourself too. Get out of here, man. This is. That's alright, Umar. That's alright.
Ain't no shimmies on the card too.
Nah, it's just man. That. It's a small card, Chris. Got the little guys on these guys like 140 and Trevor. I wonder if these two go against Lee Selby, but we'll see. Let me move on. All right, so that was in Carson, California. I wonder if it's, you know what? I think that fight's going to be in the StubHub. That Vargas and Orlando Salido. I think it might be because this is Carson, California. That StubHub is usually there. So if they go in the StubHub, shit. You know, that's war right there. Anyway, another fight on Saturday in Montreal, PVC. Back, ESPN is back, and they got Arthur Beterbiev versus some dude, I can't pronounce his name, his last name is Madam. I just got Arthur Beterbiev beat him inside 5. Anyone else gonna win a prediction? Arthur Beterbiev against the opponent? I can't even bother to look up his resume. I know Arthur Beterbiev is gonna win. Anyone else?
Arthur Beterbiev is gonna beat that ass.
That's what I'm saying. Go round. Listen, everyone go round. I got 5. Anyone else got anything?
He's been off for a while, so I'm gonna give him 6. He needs a round.
That shit is gonna be nasty. Man, he gonna get knocked out. I ain't staying around.
Yeah, Gus?
Yeah, Artur Beterbiev against Ezekiel Modena, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beterbiev, absolute beast. I mean, he was on such a... Just knocking out all comers before this sort of long layoff. I think it's pretty much a tune-up fight just to see, what he is post-injury, so... I can't see it going more past 6-7.
Exactly. Umar.
Shit, that's a hard point to do.
Beterbiev in less than 5, man.
All right, Gus, you want to introduce the Liam Smith fight? Introduce that fight in Liverpool, England, man.
All right, one second. All right, Liam Smith defending his 154-pound title against Predrag Riodosevic.
That's funny, Buffer.
Is he from Croatia or Serbia? I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's the junior middleweight, isn't it? 154 title.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That would be up. Yeah. You got, Gus?
I haven't seen this Predrag Riodosevic. Have you?
No,
that's
what I'm giving you because I knew you could pronounce the name, but
send us a link to the fight, and I'll do a prediction tomorrow. You should do a prediction tomorrow.
Man, I'm gonna make a prediction. Liam's gonna win by unanimous decision. That's my prediction. What's your prediction, Gus?
Yeah, I mean, if Liam Smith is being almost proposed to so many high caliber opponents in Miguel Cotto, I know Frank Warren is talking about, and possibly even Saul Alvarez, they're hardly going to jeopardize his title by putting him with a real beast. So I say it's a pretty much of a layup fight. Without knowing anything about this guy, it's difficult to give a prediction on what round or how is he going to do it, but I'll just say it'll be a comfortable Liam Smith win.
All right, cool. Natty?
Looks like a layup to me. So he could be food for one of them boys out of Houston.
I thought he was supposed to be fighting Canelo, Natty.
Huh?
I thought he was supposed to fight Canelo. That's why the reports I was reading.
One of the Charlos?
No, the other guy that's fighting.
Oh, Liam Smith? Yeah, I heard that too. I mean, he offered him something.
Ain't happening.
But I don't know if that's solid.
Yo, predictions, please. Predictions, Natty. You know
Okay. Liam by destruction. Liam by gruesome Liverpool beatdown.
What round is that then? What round is that?
Okay, we're gonna say round 3.
That's man. Now you take it. Okay, fair enough. Umar.
That's what happens when we don't know the opponent, man. We just like, what the hell?
You know the thing is, yeah, this is what happens sometimes. I don't care, and we get upsets, but I don't care. I actually reasonably confident that the guys they gonna win through. Umar.
Yeah.
Man, that dude I mean Liam Smith in my opinion is trash, but the dude he's fighting, I never heard of him, but I'm assuming he's whack. So he's gonna go out like Ned Stark did in the first season. He's getting his head chopped off 3 rounds.
This dude always had a one-liners, boy.
Oh, man.
Yo, yeah, I'm going Liam Smith by unanimous decision. Also on the card, yeah, Zilani Tete, he's going to his opponent to be announced. Man, I think it was a worse decision for him to go with Frank Warren. But hey, if Frank Warren can give him fight,
EJ, you skipped Nauta. Nauta jumped on.
Oh, see now it's jumped on. Yeah, but let me.
Nauta.
Here's what I'm saying. 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Zilani Tete's on the card. He ain't got opponent. I think it wasn't a good decision for him to go with Frank Warren, and you know. But to be honest with you, he won't get no fights anyway. So hopefully they can try and give him a fight. Nauta. Actually, you know what? No, there's nothing to say about Zilani Tete. Nauta, who you got between? Who you got between Rances, Barthelemy, and Mickey Bay, bro?
I got Barthelemy. I'm kind of torn between Barthelemy stopping him late and him getting a decision, but I think he probably wins a competitive but clear decision over Mickey Bay. Something like 8-4, 9-3, something like that.
Oh, nice one. All right. What's the other fight now? So, Rances, Barthelemy. Francis Vargas versus Orlando Salido. Who you got?
Oh man, I think Vargas is gonna fuck Salido up. I think he's gonna put hands on Salido, man. The thing is, a lot of people they either kind of overestimate or underestimate Salido in certain circumstances, but I think that Vargas' style is just all wrong. It's pretty much like Salido's fighting a younger, stronger version of himself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think because of that, the punches, the way they're going to line up, are just going to be just perfect for him to land flush and land hard on. So I think Vargas probably stops Salido around the 8th. And you know, I think Salido will be competitive early on, but as the rounds press on, I think Vargas' accuracy is only going to get better, and Salido's is only going to get worse, and so it's going to wear on him.
All right. Julian Ramirez versus Abraham Lopez.
You know, that's probably the most competitive fight this weekend. Those two. I mean, they're both like prospects on the come up.
Yo, man, what's that clicking? Say someone's making some click. Is that you, Nato? You be over there banging the mic. Go ahead, Nato. Carry on, continue.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I hear some like crackling stuff. But go ahead, Nato. I think you might be banging something. But go ahead, Nato. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Shouldn't be. I think Julian Ramirez takes it by like close decision, like maybe majority, something like that. But Lopez isn't a joke, so I think this is, you know, a very tough fight for him. You know, it's one of these real hard matchups that Golden Boy used to be notorious for, you know, putting their fighters in real tough, and I think this is another example of that. I think Ramirez takes it, but it's going to be a close decision. And Lopez probably won't look worse for the wear afterwards. He'll probably have a good future in spite of the fact that I see him losing the fight.
Cool, man. All right. Arthur better be going to get some guy, man, in Montreal. ESPN's back on free TV. I can't even pronounce the guy's name. Everyone that's had it an easy fight. Do you want to make a prediction on that? Now, talk. Yeah?
Oh, sorry about that. I was muted for a second. Who is he fighting?
I know some bum like I can't pronounce his name. I can't remember. Some guy called Madden.
Ezekiel.
I mean,
Yeah.
Better is a fucking. He's a monster, man. This guy get hit. So I think, I see him knocking this cat straight out. You know, another third, fourth round knockout.
All right. Liam Smith going against what's his name? Pedro.
Oh yeah. I heard you guys talking about that right now, and I think y'all are right. It's this is a layup for Liam, and he'll get through it fairly easily. I think it'll probably take him a few rounds to like really get going, but once he has the traction on, he's just gonna run him over, and I'd say probably he stops him in like the 9th round.
Cool. We got.
Oh, by the way, Zalani Tete is fighting Victor Ruiz from Mexico. This is a guy that fought McWilliams Arroyo last year.
So how you see that fight again?
I got Tete stopping him late. I'd say about the 8th, because Arroyo stopped this dude in the 3rd.
Yeah,
Tate's a little bit more cautious, a bit more of a boxer. So I think it'll take him a little bit longer. But in spite of the fact that he got stopped by Arroyo, he also beat Daiki Kameda. So, he's not like elite top level, but he's one of those guys that could give you a rough time if you're not on P's and Q's. But I think Tete will be sharp and he'll beat him.
I got Tete by decision, but I don't know too much about the dude. But anyone else want a prediction on that?
Yeah, I think I've got if it's Victor Ruiz. I think Tete will either knock him out or stop him. Ruiz is susceptible, certainly, to body punches. I'd say maybe between 7 and 10.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Well, that's all the fights. Me ask Nata to update. Nata, what's your take on the pros going into the amateur ranks for the Rio Olympics?
Man, I think it's pretty ridiculous, to be honest with you. I mean, well, on the one hand, I think it's ridiculous considering the fact that, like, the amateur boxing system is supposed to be, the amateur boxing system, and that's who runs the Olympics, AIBA. But at the same time, there's all these other sports that allow pros to compete. You have tennis that allows pros to compete, basketball allows pros to compete, and several other sports where these athletes are getting paid. It's not like they're like amateurs for real. All these athletes getting paid, especially like in some of these other countries, they're getting paid by the government straight out. Like we don't have that in the U.S. and in a lot of Western countries, but like places like China, Russia, India, etc. They're paying their athletes big bucks, to bring home the gold, and so that just incentivizes it further. So I'm of two minds about it. I think it's kind of silly for pros to want to go compete ostensibly for free, outside of the possibility of getting not promotional deals, what do you call it, like advertisements or whatever, like be in the Wheaties box and Gatorade and shit like that. But that's something that they could get as pros if they really just wanted to pursue it, and more of them really should pursue it, and it's just like up to them to get their management or them themselves to go out and get those deals done. So the amateurs is really like it's always really meant to be more of like a gateway into the pros, and pros trying to go fight 3 rounds against teenagers and the guys in their early 20s that are just barely like getting their feet wet is kind of silly. Like like you might as well just fight some journeymen or something, because you're pretty much getting the same result.
Cool, man. This is for everyone. So, Tony Bellew won on the weekend. We made our predictions, and I was seriously wrong. And he called out David Haye. He also called out Frank Warren, called him fish eyes. Frank Warren said that he would never get a world title. And he called out David Haye. He called David Haye the bitch from Bernsey. David has replied, said that he'll fight him anytime. He don't mind. Cruiserweight, fine. Tony Bellew then replied again, told David Haye to put back on his shirt. And they're bringing up some good banter. I think Tony Bellew, I like what he did winning the championship against Macabo, but bruh, fighting David Haye, if he beats David Haye, I'll be honest with you, it will give him a lot of credit, right? And David Haye said he's up for it, and David Haye said he don't mind fighting at cruiserweight. I don't give Tony Bellew much of a chance, but I didn't give him much against Macabo. He'll be a heavily favoured underdog after Tony Bellew gets past Shannon Briggs, which he will in 3 rounds. Tony, how do you guys fare? How do you guys think he's going to fare against Tony Bellew, David Haye? Anyone could answer that.
David Haye will kill. David Haye will kill Tony Bellew.
Yeah.
He'll knock his head into the 17th row, bro. You better stop it.
Yeah, we were saying Tony Bellew was going to get banked up by Macabo as well, though, wouldn't we?
That's not David.
No, that would be you, sir. That's you.
Yeah, that would be you, sir. Me and Natty can tell you.
Hey, we more than me though. There was a we.
No,
you and Chris.
Over here, me, Chris, and Ben was on the Bellew team.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, go back and listen to your hangout. Don't try to
Yeah, he got intellectual property on that, man. He could go listen to it anytime he wants.
And Natty can co-sign me because Natty saw my comment. I picked Bellew. Natty saw it.
Gus, who you pick, Gus?
Sorry?
Who did you pick? Macabo?
I had basically I was saying that it's going to be a repeat of the Ishmael Barrosa and Crowler fight. I mean, another guy with a superficially very, very good knockout ratio, but fighting in South Africa and Luxembourg predominantly. I mean, I thought, no, I'm not going to make that mistake again. I actually had Bellew by knockout.
There we go. We was on the same team, Gus. So EJ is on his own.
Yeah, you and Beef was the only person that picked the other guy.
But as for this fight, Tony Bellew is gonna get beat down like Taxstone. Make you want to shoot somebody.
Now, EJ, I mean, I think the bad blood in this particular fight stems from when David Haye, when he was campaigning at cruiserweight, he brought in Tony Bellew and David Price as sparring partners. And rumor has it that during sparring, both David Price and Bellew, simultaneously, obviously not at the same time, but apparently they gave David Haye such a beating in sparring that it actually led to David Haye actually postponing or even cancelling the fight. I can't remember what. But I remember a fight at the time, one of his fights was cancelled, but the reason disclosed by him was due to, a cut eye or whatever, but according to Bellew and David Price, they kicked his behind pretty bad in sparring, so...
Well, I don't believe that story because David Price couldn't kick my. Yeah, David Price couldn't kick my ass, so I don't want to hear that, man. He's a bum. I
mean, David Price at the weekend was fighting a security guard from Prague called Jakov.
Yeah, I know. I saw the fight. I yelled at EJ for sending me that bum fight. Straight bum fight.
Damn. Hey, those uppercuts was nasty though.
Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Hey, he needs to leave him alone, David Haye. Many men look at David Haye, think he's just a good, pretty boy, whatever. And being up in sparring is not the same as being in a fight. Ole Harrison beat up Deontay Wilder in sparring before he could go in there and fight him in a proper fight. Look what happened.
EJ, can I bring up a topic?
Right.
And I've been supporting this dude, and this really threw me off. What's up with your boys Tyson Fury with the Bati man thing? Talking about you want to bend man over and break him in half.
We ain't gonna talk about it. Yo, PNC, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Yo, man, yeah, we've gone through the. Let me ask you, what do you think about amateur fighters, pro fighters going into the amateur rank? What's your take, bro?
Man, I don't think it's called for, you know. I don't think it's called for. You know, because you got some guys just that have an opportunity to just walk up off the streets, you know, like Deontay Wilder, being able to at least medal and stuff like that. I don't think he'd be able to do anything like that. You know, going against some pros, then you know other guys they won't be able to shine, they won't be able to grow. You know, that's going to stunt a lot of other fighters, you know, growth, in my opinion.
Cool. All right, we'll talk about Tony Bellew. Call that David Haye. How you think that fight will go?
I think it's a money grab. I think that's why Bellew did that. You know, I got David Haye beating Tony Bellew, even though Bellew's no, I was looking at this, you know, his amateur, you know, career as far as the statistics up on BoxRec, and I think he won like I think it's a AIBA or something, like heavyweight champion or something, like 2 or 3 years in a row or something like that. But the fact that he went down in weight, to me, just kind of proves that he doesn't have enough confidence to fight at heavyweight, or else he would have been and done it. You know, like David Haye did. You know, he just went up, bulked up. I think you mentioned that, or somebody mentioned that. You know, he bulked up in weight, and you know, campaigned to heavyweight. But you see, what's his name? He just went down in weight. You know what I'm saying? He went from heavyweight as an amateur, not even to cruiserweight, but all the way to light heavyweight in order to gain some kind of advantage. So that, to me, that tells me he didn't have enough confidence to compete right off the gate, you know, right off the bat.
I mean, like logically, bro. Makabu hit him with a straight left hand, and Bellew did a backflip. What the fuck you think David Haye gonna do to him?
Exactly.
Hey, that's what I was thinking. But the thing is, Tony come off the floor to knock out Makabu.
The man Pupa lick.
And the thing, Tony's been fighting pancakes. That's the way. That's the way thing he's looking at. You've been fighting those.
EJ, you need to tell them British people to start respecting national anthems. I felt some type of way when they started booing the Congo's national anthem. I felt some type of way, man.
Man, listen, you're into rally football players. Of course they're gonna do it, man. Them guys, they weren't. Hey, they were silent when Bellew was rolling over on his back, one doing a roly poly though, eh? That's what you do. Mayweather. That's why you come out for that blood. You come to someone else's home turf, man. You honestly love, man. You ain't getting no love, y'all. You have to go there.
Nah, bro, that doesn't happen in America, bro. When the national anthems are fucking, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
When people was fighting Ricky Hatton, they put in the English fans booed American national anthem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only people that do that is English fans. In America, when the Mexican anthem's getting sung, nobody boos it. That's disrespectful as hell.
English fans come to war. We don't pick up no threat. We come to war. Like we want the win to bang you over and beat up the Americans.
Tell you right now, next time I go to a fight and there's a British dude there, I'm slapping him in his face.
We come to beat up the Americans, bro. We come to beat up the Benumars of the world. New York, they get it all day. Hey, PNC.
Be on the lookout. If your name ain't EJ or Beats and you're British, you come to America for a fight, I'm slapping you.
Hey, PNC, Rances Barthelemy versus Mickey Bay. How you see it?
You know what? I think Mickey Bay got a chance to win, man. No, I really do. Because you got to think about Rances. He's a banger. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you can't miss him. He's going to be there. Be hit. He's not gonna. He's not shy. You know, to throw his hands. And Mickey Bay, I know he didn't look all that great against Vasquez, but at the end of the day, he got the job done. You know what I'm saying? He's still the champ. You know, he's still a champ. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't lose his belt in the ring or anything like that. So.
Good point, man.
So I got Mickey Bay upset. You know.
What's the upset? But you gotta tell the peoples listening exactly.
I think you can lock him out late, man.
Knock him out late. Well, give us a round there, bro. You gotta be more Pacific there, man.
Maybe like around like 9 or 11 or something like that.
All right, man. Good. There you go. Round 11. Mickey Bay knocking him out, man. That's the you're the first and only one. All right, Francisco Vargas, PNC against Orlando Salido. Who you got?
Well, you know, I don't know much about Francisco Vargas. All I know is Orlando Salido. I became like a fan of him. right after he fought Mikey Garcia, because I like Mikey Garcia, but the fact that Salido, he's consistent. That's why I like Danny. So with Orlando Salido, he's a workman, man. He works. He always goes to the body. The fact that he was able to school Lomachenko said a lot, and he's been a champion over and over again. You know what I'm saying? He's not he's not afraid to take on a challenge. And that Rocky Martinez fight, I mean, man, how many times they fought? Like twice already? I thought somebody was gonna lay down. Like nobody laid down, so he's got heart. So I got Salido, man.
All right.
I got Salido. I think he's gonna stop Vargas.
Well, you got a round for us though.
It's probably late. How about round 9?
Yeah. You see, you don't want to commit. Hey, I'm making you commit, yeah, because we're gonna come back and find out. All right. Julian, we got Julian Ramirez versus Abraham Lopez. I don't know if you know about them two. No,
I gotta pass on nobody upon that. But
all right, Arthur Bebek versus guy. What's his name again? Madden or whatever. You know about them? He gonna beat him. What's your round on that?
Who, Artur?
Yeah, Arthur Bebek. Yeah, better beef.
Better beat him. I don't even know his opponent. Say his opponent's name again.
What's it? Ezekiel? What's it again? Gus? Ezekiel Madden?
Ezekiel is his first name.
And Madden's last name is Madden, innit?
Something like that, yeah.
Man, I gotta see a picture of him, but I got a tour anyway, man. I got tour. Man, I want to see a tour. Better be versus who's that? Gassiev. Yeah, I want to see them two fight.
Man, big fighting, but all right, Liam Smith versus Pedrago, whoever his name is.
Pedrag.
See, look at that, Pedrag.
Yeah. I don't know the other dude, man. All I know is Liam Smith. So,
yeah, he's one of them weeks, man. We don't pronounce the names, but listen to this.
He's a cab driver from Croatia.
Hey, you listen.
Okay, Liam Smith by knockout, then 5th round knockout.
There you go. You know what's funny, right? Like, I was doing this with Scorsese, yeah, and like Scorsese broke down the Marco Hook fight against like Kawaki. Man, that guy can fight, man. You don't know about this, that. And I was like, yeah, Scorsese. Hey, Marco Hook's coming to you, America, and he's his debut. He ain't gonna lose nothing. You're wasting your time, and you know what happened there. So, I've been saying that, man, I should respect the guys fighting Arthur better be than Liam Smith, but I ain't gonna until they show me something. So until then, I'm going with the favorites, and the rest of the guys are gonna be a good fight. But I think fight of the week is this one on the screen right here. I think it's gonna be Vargas and Salido. That should be the fight of the weekend, but I think Salido gonna get stopped. But we have to find out. Any notable news we got here in boxing over the week? I think we covered mostly everything. Yeah, I think that's it, man. Anyone else want to add anything? We ain't talking about no backside anymore. Your friend. We ain't talking about no backside. I'm just letting you know. Nai.
I pick Klitschko.
We ain't talking about no one. I ain't talking about no baddie.
Yeah. Hey, what did you guys talk about?
Yo, did you guys hear the interview I sent when Tyson Fury called Klitschko a Bati man? Did you hear that shit?
I think he might be talking about himself, man. I mean,
I don't know. He's like,
I don't know.
He was like, what the fuck? He said, he's like, from what I heard, Klitschko's a Bati man. Some shit he said.
I heard it, but like Tyson always says a couple of stuff, but we're gonna move on and be mature and be grown up about stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess that's it. Beats ain't here. I'm gonna close you out with some nice tunes and that. So you guys leave your comments in the comment section. From EJ Boxing Live, Ben Umar, Natty Turner, Gus, PNC, Chris Caban, Nauta. We catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right, bless up.
Tell Adrian Broner's dad I said shave my beard.
Don't do it. Yeah, check it out.
Locked in.
Yeah, check it. Hot damn black America again. Think of Sandra Bland as I'm staring in the wind. The color of my skin, they comparing it to sin. The darker it gets, the less fair it has been. The hate made, I inherited from them. But I ain't gonna point the finger. We got anointed singers like Nina, Marvin, Billy, Stevie. Need to hit them songs. Sometimes to believe he who freed me. Linking a Cadillac, drinking a battle raps. Or is it Godspeed that we travel at? Endangered in our own habitat. Them guns and dope, man. Y'all can have it back. As a matter of fact, we them lab rats. You built the projects for, now you want your hood back. I guess if you could rap, you would express it too. That PTSD.